Hi, Virgos. What's up? I have been brought here today to tell you this is Virgo Tarot. You're not the problem. Their ego is. Spirit is warning you. Spirit is warning you about power trips, ego, and control. That was your thumbnail. I'm not going to lie, Virgo. This is not the reading for the faint-hearted. However, I think that you need to listen to this. You are either going through these energies, you're listening to other people go through these energies, or you will be hearing about this in the future or soon. So Virgos, what up? For those of you that are new, I am Shamelessly Sexy Jackie. I'm a psychic medium and a sexual confidence coach, and I make videos about tarot, astrology, sexual self-care, mental health, all the damn things, because I have been formerly a certified sex therapist. So if you know, you know. Virgos, thank you for your patience with me, my loves. I know it's been a while since I've done your readings, and please know that I'm in this mode of transition and different things changing here. So just know that I love you, I appreciate you, I haven't forgotten about you, and your patience has been incredible and extremely appreciated, boo. Let's get into your reading. I pull oracle cards for your higher self, day-to-day messages to kind of see what's going on. Money, finances, career, retirement here, relationships, opening up the heart chakra, kind of figuring out what's going on specifically, as well as sexual energies. I clarify what I need to with the tarot boo, and I end it with my spirit says messages deck here. So let's go through it all, Virgo, because do I have some messages for you here? This is rough energies. I'm not going to lie to you here. I'm using multiple decks, and the writing is on the wall specifically. There's some sort of manifestation that you did not wish for, but there was some kind of situation that you put yourself in, or another person put themselves in here specifically, because you have 47 and 11 showing up, which breaks down to 1111. Archangel Sandalphon is around you, so I do feel like there's a silver lining of some sort of wish fulfillment in your reading, and you need to choose to be positive, try to be neutral in situations, and see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's some sort of reason that the divine has you experiencing what it is you are experiencing. I have a candle next to me, and it's just like bouncing, 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 bouncing. So you might need to work with candle fire. That could be significant for you, to call upon your ancestors, your angels, your spirits, and your guides to here, okay? But Virgos, I got a headache before you read. I felt really lightheaded before you read. I felt nauseous before you read. I had to cleanse this space and like get up and leave. So Virgos, there's a situation where I feel like you need to get up and leave. Get up, leave right now. It's the end of you and me kind of energy. JoJo could be significant to you here. That could be a warning. That could be a trigger, a song you're hearing specifically overall. I don't know. So just take what resonates with you, Virgo boo. Let's talk about this. Your overall higher self message literally says shift your energy. And this is the number 19 here. So you need to change some things up, shake some things up in your life here. And this card talks specifically about cleansing your energy, being mindful of what foods and sugars and things you put into your body, your vessel during this time. Treat it as sacred, as a temple here. You are the 6th house, Virgo, which is health, routines, physical health, co-workers, like karma there, work karma there specifically. And we have 6 in the chat here overall. So Virgos, there's something about this that you need to energetically cleanse and shift here overall. Maybe you are cleansing your body or doing some type of juice cleanse here specifically if you're not trying to eat as much sugar or processed food, but there's something that's energetically draining you. Now, Virgos, let's get into the rough energies. So out of your Shameless Truth deck, your cover photo, you have power trips, ego, and control. There are people around you that are manipulating your energy. And that's the shameless truth. And Spirit is sending you lots of messages and signs and synchronicities and confirmation here around me saying there's light at the end of the tunnel. So when things are going south, how can you choose to go north? You always have the power to change your path in life. Don't get tempted to going back into a previous timeline. It's showing up for you as well. Watch other placements in your chart. But people will want to control you, manipulate you when their life is out of control. Their ego is too big to recognize this and take accountability. For a lot of you, you had 2 cards pop out of the career deck, which is progress and short term. You're not in a certain setting for a long time. And maybe you've made some progress. Maybe you've grown. Maybe you've learned all the different things, got all the skills here. But don't be too attached, because there's something that is going to be more prosperous and fulfilling. And you're going to take a risk and you're going to reap some sort of reward here. roll the dice, confirmation, cutting ties, and there's a new opportunity. Spirit wants something and confirmation, a long-term opportunity position. The answers will come soon here. But the reason why you need to get out of this situation was because there was something that was meant to be temporary to progress you to some sort of next step, but almost kind of be like a temporary opportunity position, like not attempt to hire thing here. That's going to lead you to a better brand new beginning with lots more money. Queen of Pentacles here. Aquarius energy, you could have Aquarius in your chart. The Fool card is venturing out on your own here. Maybe you're investing, maybe you have a lot of savings, maybe you're taking a break, maybe your finances go off, and that's like a blessing in disguise here. Like you're using your money, your resources, and you're not over giving to situations, but Knight of Pentacles, you're working hard and shut up. Money, sunny, beautiful, happiness is ahead, joy, prosperity, and there's something better that you do want to actually work on that's going to bring you more success, bring you more money, and you're going to be grounded in a plan here. However, I feel like you're dealing with a power hungry boss or someone with a big ass ego, because out of your real life relationships, you got this person has an entitlement attitude and think that they owe you or you owe them, and they're using the silent treatment to manipulate you. You got people gossiping behind your back, and then they're ignoring and deleting their conversations here overall, what you wrote, so you don't have to hurt or they don't have to hurt. These people are very childish, so you have a lot of shadow energies here. So you have a lot of negative energy. Vampires, go cleanse, go clear, go take a salt bath, burn Palo Santo, sage, protect your energies, open up the windows, get rid of that shit, turn like the lights on, the sun on, turn it on. Okay, for a lot of you with this ego power trip, you also in your relationships got physical touch card out of this deck specifically, and this is a situation that is the 47 card with the instant manifestation that spiritually you did not want to attract, but you did. And so this is the hard part where you may have to take accountability of like, wow, I'm the co-creator of my reality. I can manifest all the successes in my life. And there was something in a work setting or situation where maybe someone had touched you inappropriately and there was sexual harassment, and in no way, shape, or form are you like, oh my gosh, I totally want to put myself in this situation. Absolutely not. But this like happened for some sort of reason here. And this is why you're also root chakra, double confirmation, going to be leaving this and building some sort of brand new beginning with money here, because your root chakra is money. So you may feel unstable right now and grounded right now, but you have the throat chakra in the reverse and meditate in the reverse here. And Spirit wants you to earth and get grounded specifically, Virgo. Pay attention to the astrology when it could be a good time to leave this position. And synchronicities cards, two different decks, messages are coming in. You do have a blocked throat chakra, so you do need to be speaking your truth. You do need to be speaking up, and you do need to be speaking out about this situation here. And for a lot of you, this was someone who was very manipulative, abusive, made threats about like your family here. And again, this was a boss. 1010 Aries energy, cycle, and justice is going to be served here. So I see you needing to go to HR with some sort of situation. There could be some sort of lawsuit or wish fulfillment here where you do get money and a settlement out of this. Again, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but this is how I'm reading the energies. And y'all know on my channel, like I give you the shameless fucking truth for a reason here. But this person is really gross, they're really yucky, and they will go to any length to try to get you to gaslight yourself, question yourself. They're manipulating you, they're abusing you, they're like putting other people and using your family as a bait in order for you to try to believe what it is that they're trying to get you to believe. And that's why I put in the title of your read, you're not wrong. What did I put? You're not the problem, their ego is. And I also just almost thought about titling your read, you're not overthinking this. You're right. You did nothing wrong. So Virgos, please stop overthinking this. You did nothing wrong in this situation here. This person clearly needs to be held accountable because they're very abusive. You're dealing with an abusive boss who's taking advantage of you, and they are like, oh, I didn't make a pass at you. What are you talking about? That's not this. That's not sexual harassment. Yes, it fucking is. Because out of the sexual energies, you got 3 of desires in the reverse, and you also have Libra here as well. And you had the Libra card show up in the other deck, Justice. And this is something where overall this energy, something needs to be more balanced here in general. Someone made a pass at you, and they wanted to make you feel so insecure and lack the self-esteem that like you wouldn't even question or take action or move forward with this. But this person is going to pay. They're going to get it, and not in the way that they want to, okay? So, Virgos, take what resonates with you. This is a very specific message here. If you've been questioning whether or not somebody harassed you, yes, they did. Your company, go to HR, your bosses, their bosses. Places, people, spaces, take that seriously. Yeah, potential gateway, like move forward with this. Know that you are loved. Know that this was meant to change your life, but there was some sort of reason here, and you were not meant to be in this job opportunity or position for some sort of reason. You really have a boss that's abusive here, okay? Let's shuffle this live on camera. I really hope I can give you some good news, Libra. Virgo. Maybe you got Libra in your chart. Maybe I'm talking to a cross watcher. Karma. Okay, so first card out, the big picture, very beautiful. This is exactly what I was saying here. And again, you might be hearing about some of these energies with other people. Pay attention to your dreams, trust your intuition, specifically overall. So you might be someone who's hearing about this as well, or being a listening ear for even a friend or a family or a loved one, right? And might even be helping them through this. So we have see the big picture and then maintain your childlike spirit here. Allow yourself to play, allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to get out of your head, get outdoors, get in nature here. Remember what the lesson is and how it is a blessing here. I also have a video tomorrow, 10 a.m. Virgos would love for you to comment about Saturn's blessings and lessons based on karma here, because it's moving into Aries. And be in service. Yeah, so share your gifts, your talents, help out other people if this is someone in your life during this time. For others of you, seahorses might be significant. You might be giving back to animals, doing some things really on a spiritual level to help the community, to do things that you once did as a child, to not have life be so difficult, to kind of get out of these energies and release and let it go. And we have keep your dreams alive here. Blowing a kiss, blowing a wish, doing these things. For some of you, I feel like this is like don't give up on love. Like there will be someone who does come in. For others of you, this is manifesting and putting things into reality and like asking, the guides, the angels. And funny how I mentioned Saturn, and we have Saturn right there. So watch the video, come hang out with me tomorrow, but like do the things that you want to do here. What are the dreams that you are wishing to manifest, and how can you move forward with them here? Open your heart. Yeah, we're talking about love. Be compassionate during this time towards yourself and others. We have the South Node in your sign here, so don't be critical of others, and others won't be critical of you. You're that mirror, right? Everyone is, like, karmically. Shameless truth. Okay. You have a lot of gossipers, shaming, lying, manipulation. We talked about that already, but we need to clarify what's going on. Okay. Stop wasting your energies on things that are not in alignment for you. One more, please. What do Virgos need to know, please? Thank you. And we have Spirit wants you to take action in life and confront and face your fears. For some of you, this is leaving those toxic relationships, those gossipers, those liars, those shamers, those manipulators. And for others of you, this is that career setting that I discussed as well. There's no consistency and inconsistency. When you constantly consume rather than take action, apply what you've learned, there's no consistency. When you jump right in, take the leap of faith and start doing it, you create consistently. So a lot of you might need to be in your sacral chakra, creative energy, sexual energy, passionate energy, pleasurable energy, and allow yourself to create maybe new standards for yourself, or create art. Do some things that are pleasurable for you, create new boundaries, create new outcomes to things that you want in life here to manifest. Okay, so we'll see what comes out of this here. Ace of Wands, creation, very beautiful. Manifestations, new starts, new beginnings, passionate energies. What's this gossip, shaming, lying, manipulating energy? Nine of Swords in reverse. They could have tried to dream attack you. So protect your bed. Use spiritual protection around your bed, in your bedroom, all areas. Seal all corners, all four, even if there's more in that area of your home. Knight of Pentacles, but Spirit's showing you a sign. Spirit's giving you a clear sign in your dreams and being like, hey, this person is from here on the map. They could be at a distance from you, but it's also like this is a habit that this person has had for a really long time. They're gossiping about like how you're making your money, how it's taking you a long time to make money, because Knight of Pentacles is the slowest card in the deck here. And it's like they're almost trying to figure out like your footsteps and the path that you are walking. Thank you all for the 2 likes. I love you. But they're almost trying to figure out like the path that you're walking and the footsteps that you're walking here. And they're trying to like figure you out and be sneaky. But 10 of Wands, this is someone that you've already cut off, closed up a cycle with. And you're like, point blank, period. I don't have time for you. I feel like you know who this is. Could be a Pisces, but your dreams. Libra, Taurus energy, 8 of Wands here. For some of you, this could be a matriarch of a family. For others of you, this could also be, grandmother, mother, or even like a spiritual healer or someone that's trying to get into your energies here specifically. But you are divinely protected to move forward with this. Divinely protected. Oh my God, the Temperance. This is multiple people. And the 7 of Cups, like you don't care in the reverse. There's no blockages. 10 of Pentacles. Lots of money is coming. It's like people almost don't believe that the manifestations and creations that you are literally meditating on, you are exploring, aren't going to take off. And you have 33 showing up with Pisces and Empress. Pisces 12, Hanged Man. 3s represent your confidence, your mental energy, your stamina, your willpower, your control, perfectionism. And it's almost like these people believe that you're not doing something or you're not like working, because this is related to your money here. And you're like, you don't even know how much Virgo's going to be getting here. And again, gossiping, lying, manipulating here. And I feel like you're cutting off these people. So congratulations, Virgo. Again, 8 of Wands and the Temperance card. You could have Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus in your chart, Pisces, but this is also a lot of people that do want to celebrate you. What y'all do? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 10-10. And again, that's showing up for you. Major cycle here. Congratulations. Pay attention to white dogs. Those could be significant to you, but also, yeah, like the sacral, nice, but the solar plexus chakra. So your 2nd and 3rd chakras are going. What does Virgos need to stop wasting their time with? A Cancer. You got the Chariot card in the upright, which is success. Like you're going to be successful. Is there some sort of thought form that you have that you're nervous about, Virgos, that you're not going to be successful, or moving forward with something isn't going to work? It's going to work. Be confident. What's going on? 3 of Cups. Okay. Got it. You... 2 of Pentacles. So you only have time and energy for people who are not draining your energy, for groups of people that are not bitching and complaining, for groups of people that remain well balanced here. You're like, I got time for this. I'm multitasking. I'm doing my damn things. I'm taking care of my adulting, and I'm taking care of my pleasure up in here, okay? So it's like you are strong, you are confident, you are emotionally sound, intelligent, and successful. And I feel like Spirit's like, keep moving down this path because it's going to be super fucking successful, and you are meant to be seen here specifically. But 3 of Cups, what's not is these past friends, coworkers, colleagues, relationships that aren't leveling up is what I'm really seeing. And it's almost like you've maybe have felt like you've had to hold space and juggle their energies and also yours, but it's like, would they even do that for you here overall? So I feel like you're releasing people who maybe also party too much, drink too much, overindulge too much, and you're like, let it go, let it go. Yeah, like Frozen, these relationships are like frozen here. Like they don't melt. They're like stuck in an ice cube. I don't know. Mr. Freeze could be significant. You could have known these people from childhood. Justice, 2 of Wands, and you've like moved away from this here. Over High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Double Cancer energy, Libra. These could be in your chart, their chart, placements, houses, whatever. But I feel like these relationships were here to teach you some sort of lesson, and now you've got it, and you're moving forward with better choices. The number 22 is also about choices and people and partnerships and relationships. And I feel like you're like, I'm moving on without... These people who just don't have much going for them, okay? Tell me what Spirit wants you to take action and confront and face your fears. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Wands. High Priestess in the reverse. Some of you have sort of subconscious fear here around money and whether or not people would pay for it. There's some sort of blockage. But spirit might be showing you some signs in the dreams of how to like be this leader, take action, move forward. For others of you, you may be afraid to like travel solo. There's something about that. For others of you, you may also be afraid to actually maybe tap into some sort of psychic gift, spiritual abilities, your intuition. The high priestess is that. And it's kind of like you waver back and forth here because you're not really sure. For a lot of you, you may also be afraid to have be in some sort of like power position. Like you may be afraid to be the boss for some of you, or some sort of leadership role or position or opportunity, because then it means you have to change how you show up at work, and that you can't necessarily be maybe friends with coworkers or colleagues, or relationships just kind of change here for some of you. For others of you, this is about your money mindset of like, will someone actually pay me for that? Will someone actually give me money if I get to do something that I love? Because the high priestess is about doing what you love here and really caring about this. There's some kind of fear. Ace of Wands, whatever you create will be successful, and you have Page of Wands, and then it's trying to show the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like for those of you that are trying to like manifest some sort of money here, like just keep working on your mindset, create better thought forms. There are brand new beginnings here, and hummingbirds, you might be seeing those consistently. Tell me about the consistency, blah, blah, blah. Get grounded. Two of Cups. There's no consistency and inconsistency. So there could be some sort of partnership here, or some sort of connection. Or for some of you, this is like a lot of partnerships or relationships that Spirit's wanting you to move forward with. And there's like something about follow through. Like you need to follow through with this. Yeah, Five of Swords. Otherwise, you know, otherwise someone's going to potentially be upset if they see you with like prioritizing like other groups, other people, other whatever, Virgo. And they also said, like, before pulling that card, and I was just like, I'll just keep shuffling because I don't want to have to, like, channel and say it at the same time because it's so much. But, like, prioritize your emotional commitments right now during this time, meaning in work, networking, coworkers, colleagues, versus ones that maybe weren't always there for you or trying to create some sort of chaos in your life. Same with friends, same with communities, same with family here. And this is like, you know, with the Two of Cups to the Queen of Cups, who's really nourished you over some time. There might be some sort of consistent schedule with some sort of partnership or connection when it comes to love or work here. For some of you, you need to prioritize dating. Yeah, Five of Wands here. I'm telling you, the people that poured into you may not want to come back around, the Moon card, and they might like run away from this. There's something about follow through. Yeah, Four of Cups. Like, make sure to follow through on your responsibilities. Dating, make some changes here. I can see there's a lot of fight going on here. So it's like figuring out to what relationships are worth fighting for. What are the ones to give time and energy to? The right ones, not all of them. Seven of Cups. Yeah, because this could be too many options, but you need to use your intuition as a guide here and maybe not be delusional. Every single one's going to be great because that's not the truth. Six of Swords, some are going to float away. King of Cups, again, be with the ones that are gentle, nurturing, compassionate, mature, have emotional EQ, know how to be there for you. The Moon card in the reverse again, because there's something subconsciously that maybe they're not saying or trying to tell you. Very interesting, Virgos. What's going on? Maybe you're not telling them. Yeah, leap forward and leave. This work environment or relationship was never meant for you. There could be an energy thief, trickery, telling the truth here. Maybe you're being honest with yourself or others. Backfired. Someone tried to steal your ideas but ended up looking foolish, trying to claim them as their own. They plotted and schemed behind your back. It doesn't work out, and they out themselves. Watch out for this. They're trying to cover it up somehow. The Moon card energy here too. Careful of trying to be silenced right now, especially if you're being honest or real about some sort of pain or something that hurt here. This says, trying to silence a person who is speaking up honestly about pain or hurt shows this person is trying to cover up harm or keep their position of privilege in a situation. So, of power or privilege. Again, you're dealing with a lot of power hungry individuals, and maybe you need to be in divine solitude in order for changes and transformations to be coming, because there are some level ups coming in here overall. So just be careful and mindful of that. Very interesting energies, very different than the 3 other reads I've been doing this week, Virgos. Let's get into your money, okay? Money, finances, career, movement. Yeah, horse, free yourself. You're making good progress. You'll be able to overcome any obstacles on your path. Big leaps forward are possible. So double confirmations, lots of signs and synchronicities around you. Maybe you're moving to someplace warm like the beach. A lot of spiritual animal totems, cats, horses, significant. Watch for the signs. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business, or try something outside of your comfort zone here. Maybe you want to work with animals here. Influence. Use your influence for change. Public speaking, social media interviews. Your voice and opinions are important. Okay, we're only going to take ones that pop out, so be mindful of that, especially if you're trying to get out there on the mic, maybe even like a comedian, maybe stand-up comedy, or like poetry slam, speakeasy, writing. There's something about, yeah, your throat chakra again. This could also be, there's education here, but this could also be like sharing your experiences and educating other people on them. Even this whole nasty ass warning at the beginning, they're telling me don't sign any NDAs. If someone was sexually harassing you at work, don't do it. Don't do it. But again, not legal advice, not a lawyer. Education. You may need to take a class or two or do research to find a better position, or you might find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Yeah, so writing, blogging, doing some different things here, writing down thoughts. There's something about actively channeling messages through your guides here as well. For others of you, there might be a new interest here or hobby that you're like, would I actually really like this? And could this be fun kind of work here? Some of you are going to move to the beach in the future. Wisdom. Yeah, okay. Capricorn got this card. You could have Capricorn in your chart. I have not done Taurus, so it could be an earth thing. So you might be called to serve as a mentor for someone, or as a role model, or a guide to show them like the way. Use your experience here and your wisdom. Very beautiful. For some of you, this is like promotion energy. For others of you, this is moving into your own business here. Like the independent card said, you might be a professor at a university, or even teaching a course, taking a course. Let's see. Movement. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Hold up. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Whoever like is like, do I need to leave this job? Literally, yeah. You have shitty coworkers, colleagues, people stealing your ideas. Seven of Swords in the reverse is stealthiness, sneakiness, someone might even just straight up steal from you, or your wallet, right? Or Ace of Cups, your creativity, your ideas, your opportunity. But this one also has money in it, where they're trying to get some sort of money. So again, careful with the groups or your coworkers or your colleagues, or if you work in a team, or if you don't and you have lots of connections, they might try to steal some sort of idea. Flip the energies in reverse here. What the hell? Knight of Swords. This is going to come to light. They're going to have to get right with spirit here. Judgment card, Scorpio. Someone rats them out. This could be a Scorpio High Priestess in the reverse, and Seven of Wands. They have no spiritual protection, and they're going to HR. You're going to HR with some sort of situation, and Wheel of Fortune. You're like, take that idea. Go for it. You may test them energetically by saying, go for it, take that idea, because you have an abundance of more. And you might be steering them off a path here where it's very sly and sneaky, where it's like they're trying to figure out truly, High Priestess, deep down inside, what it is you're doing, getting in your energy at a subconscious level. And you're like, yeah, go for it. And then you like kind of set them up. That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever said that in a read. Holy shit, Virgo. How do you have energy for that? Okay. Otherwise, the flipped energy in the reverse, someone's setting you up, so be careful. You reap what you sow. The truth comes to light. There's some better blessing that's coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, though. Pay attention to crows specifically here. That's a warning, as well as badgers. But again, Queen of Swords, it's like you have an abundance of different ideas, thoughts that are just kind of like rolling and cycling through your head here with these two cards, where you're going to be able to manifest something big here in some sort of destined way. This could be Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer. You could have those in your chart. Owls could be significant to you as well here, and foxes. But this is God, this Saturn and Aries energy, literally, I've talked about like karma in every read. Watch my video tomorrow, 10 a.m. Come hang out with me, Virgos. There's something in that for you. I don't remember what house it's hitting in. I think it might be one of your career houses. I wish I knew. Okay, but there's something. Independence, tell me about go out your own, create a business, do something outside of your comfort zone. Four of Swords, Ace of Wands. So you need to be able to rest in order to create. Balance some different types of things. When you create a business, it's going to take some time, energy, effort, diligence. You are also going to need to rest, though, is what I'm seeing. Ace of Wands, and take your time with some manifestations, some creations. You might be very passionate. You may be a painter, an artist. You may also be creating some sort of like new opportunity from yourself. Spirit may give you a sign in your dreams about this too. White cat's significant. Working from an innocent, pure heart of place in order to be independent. Okay, that makes sense. With the Four of Swords, you know, it's like sleep, that's like rest. Maybe you're doing something with like sleep hygiene, teaching people about that, or connecting with someone about like sleep schedules, routines, or even retreats here. There's something about Ace of Wands and Four of Swords of like, you know, rest, retreat, sleeps. And you have this house on this Ace of Wands here overall. There could be something that you create that transforms your finances, because you have this snake on the card and we're in the year of the snake. So you might be like, yeah, thank you, going through like this portal energy and like moving forward with something better and not going back to the past, and allowing yourself to create some new opportunities. Contracts, maybe with creatives. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Yeah, don't go back to the past. 10 of Cups. Despite what family members or friends say here, or chosen family, 10-10, close it out. They're not doing what it is that you're doing. Like, they aren't making your money here. But 7 of Cups, ground down these energies here specifically, especially if you have lots of ideas. It's like you need to pick a lane here is what I'm getting with this. It's like, do you want to go with that Jupiter energy, which is going to be short-term reward? Like, do you want to have something to protect your finances? The sun. Do you want to be able to have that Mars energy, which is the castle? Mercury, careful who you speak to about this. Or snakes, Venus, like something that you just love pouring into. Saturn is the long-term rewards, the wreath here, external abundance, years, decades, legacy. The moon is like something with spiritual wisdom. So it's like, what is it that you want? And I feel like you need to meditate, ground, use lavender during this time, as well as relaxation teas, because you will get some sort of wish fulfillment that's money and something emotionally that you love here spiritually, but you have to decide what that is. Nine, 9 and 10 is also showing up for you here, the Fool card. Yeah, you may be going back to school, writing a book, and this Nine of Pentacles has a book right here. Okay, the Book of Wisdom. Maybe you're sharing something like that. Education. The Moon card in the reverse here. There might be something that you're not seeing that you've learned from the past that could be really good, or you're not applying your education to your life circumstances or situation. That could be, for example, like you're a mechanic and you're like fixing cars and stuff, and you have all this knowledge and wisdom, and you have like 5 to 7 parts of your car that have gone out here, and you're not doing anything to actually use it. And you're almost telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then you're like stuck in some sort of cycle. You know, if you are an accountant, right? And like, let's say you are telling other people to be diligent with like their bookkeeping or their taxes or getting the write-offs or doing whatever, but you're not doing that for yourself, right? If you're like a coach or like a therapist, right? That's like the field I work in. So I'll just use it as an example. If you're telling yourself like other people, or you're not practicing like what you preach with the field of psychology or the things that you've studied to apply to your mental health, or something you're afraid of, because the moon card in the reverse is illusions here, like you may need to apply that to yourself, right? Some different things. So there's something that you're not seeing. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you're almost like giving up on something. Why? Virgos. Four of Pentacles. For a lot of you, you feel like the education that you've taken hasn't paid off here. You feel like it hasn't been worth it. And for others of you, you're questioning to actually go back to school for this. And you're almost like holding on so tight to the amount of finances that you have left, like gripping it so firm, like a statue in clay, that it F's you up even more with your money mindset. Meaning, if you're just keeping money to grasp onto it so tight and not investing and moving that wealth around, it's not going to come back. Blue jays could be significant to you as well, which is gossip, so watch out about that. And we're in Gemini season. That is the bird of like Gemini season. So spend the money. Allow yourself to be free. Capricorn energy, there's going to be something good. Spend the money. Spend the money. Spend the money. There's going to be a lot of creative opportunities ahead when you take this course, when you do whatever it is, when you learn something maybe from other people here to create something. It's going to come back tenfold. I'm telling you. So I don't know who needs to hear that. You know, those of you that want to uptick, up level, it's kind of like the classic, like, how are you gonna, with therapy, therapists talk about this a lot. It's like, how are you gonna be a therapist if you don't go to therapy, right? Like, how are you going to teach other people if you don't learn how to teach other people? How are you going to be an accountant if you don't take a finances class? How are you going to be a mechanic if you don't invest, right? And so for some of you, I feel like you have some family generational trauma and wounding patterns around money here, or maybe family members don't really support you necessarily with your goals here, and maybe you've poured so much money into education, but you feel like, for what? Page of Cups in the reverse, it doesn't make me happy, it doesn't make my inner child happy, or this isn't something that I want anymore. And Seven of Pentacles, you might feel kind of lost spiritually during this time. That's what I got for money, finances, career. Top of the deck here, we got gestures here, hand, gold, manifesting. You may be asked to help someone, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too here. Yes. Then we have authority. So clashes with the boss. We talked about this at the beginning. Watch the beginning if you haven't. Or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose a peaceful solution if you can. Freedom. Yeah, a lot of you want to be free in your position, or create some sort of financial freedom, or this is free to do whatever the hell you want to in your career, and nothing can stop you. Money matters. Money matters a lot. Watch your expenses. Save up for the future. Just be prepared for anything unexpected here overall. But don't save up so much that you create this scarcity. I have seen people save up so much money that they never let go of that Four of Pentacles energy, and move it and invest it in themselves here. Shameless squad. So it's always good to just be mindful of that. Like, how are you investing in yourself? How are you investing in the things that you want for your career here too? So just be mindful of some of that as well. Tell me about real AF relationships. Nothing beyond friends and benefits. It's all good. Okay, we'll see what that's about. This could be a Scorpio because it's a 13 death card. Negative comments, self-talks, and criticisms are being made. Hashtag inner critic. Virgos. I told you about this. What's going on? We talked about this. And you might be people-pleasing in a relationship because they don't want to lose you clingy. This could be you. This could be them. Overall energy, they want you to make the first move. Go for it. Similar energies to Capricorn. Not the same. Different. Tell me about nothing beyond friends with benefits. Okay, this is with the Taurus here. For some of you, you thought maybe like I'll get married to this person here overall, but it's more of a spiritual connection. Yeah, Hermit card. And you might be disappointed in that. Virgo, your energy. But Ace of Cups, like it turns out for the better. There's happiness. So don't be critical of how you want this relationship to go here. And don't say no to people if they're not in things for the long haul, because you might just miss out on a beautiful blessing in a person here. You might miss out. Six of Wands in the reverse, the Sun card. I'm telling you here. And multiple people, even dating them here. Someone who's emotionally intelligent, someone who's loving here. Leo, Capricorn, Taurus energies, okay? What's this negative self-talk here? What do Virgos need to be mindful of? What is this about? Chariot in the reverse, something that you feel like you're not successful, things aren't moving forward, things are stalled during this time, maybe feeling emotionally down and out, like Queen of Wands, lacking self-esteem here. I don't know if some of you need to go to therapy. Wheel of Fortune and it's sideways. It's like you feel like, when is it my turn? When am I going to get this abundance? When is it my time? When's the wheel going to turn in my favor? And it's almost like there's some sort of lesson here that you need to be able to change with your inner in order for the outer to like check out and come in. It's also like if you're being an inner critic to yourself, that's going to manifest externally. That's going to be projected onto other people. That's going to fuck up with your body. That's going to fuck up with your health, physically, mentally, sexually, emotionally, psychologically, creatively, financially. So you really need to be mindful of the narratives and the stories that you're telling yourself overall, because this is you. This is you, Virgo. This says about you. And it's like, you can change this. You have the power to manifest and turn all of this around here. So make sure that you work on creating better karma for yourself and turn this around here. Speak affirmations in the mirror. Try to, act as if you can be confident. Fuck it and find out here. But you're being really hard on yourself and it's like beating you up, and that's not going to get you anywhere. You may need to practice some self-compassion with that too. Yeah, Five of Cups in the reverse. I'm telling, yeah, a lot of you, this is about like your money. When's it my time? And I feel like I'm left out. But I'm telling you, you have the power to turn this around here specifically. Like you almost are afraid that you won't be successful here and you might block a blessing. Spirit's like, yo, this is a warning to be mindful of not being down in the dumps, but doing something differently, okay? What's people-pleasing this relationship? Seven of Pentacles sideways. Someone doesn't want to lose you, so they like Cancer in the reverse. Three of Wands here. Okay. Someone might be people-pleasing you in a relationship. This is like someone who maybe you don't feel a soul connection to, but it could have been something from a past life, kind of karmic energy. This person could also be at a distance from you, or it could be a group of people. I feel like this person is kind of teeter-tottering, like whether or not they should like reach out to you here, Virgo. Because they're like wondering what you're up to. Or you moved on from this. Because your spirit does not, yeah, it's like there was a cord that was cut. Maybe you did a cord cutting. Yeah, they're going to reach out. You're going to block them. Ace of Swords in the reverse and Eight of Swords. You're like, no. Who wants Virgo to make the first move? Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be younger than you. This person kind of like blonde hair or a beard. Three of Pentacles. Maybe going on a road trip. Tower moment, Aries in the reverse, and then Pisces in the upright. There's something about, like, you might have a spat, you might have a fight. For those of you that are in committed relationships here overall, this is like a road trip with friends or whatever, and you just get crabby because there's like too many people in the same place, same time. And there's a mini conflict. You meditate on it, it's fine. You'll work through it. For others of you, it's like, okay, that was stupid. We'll let it go. Death card in the upright. Let's move on. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. For others of you that are like single, you might be meeting somebody up, or your friends might trying to like hook you up or whatever in a relationship, and they might have like bigged you up or bigged this other person up, or multiple people, because there's 3 of Pentacles and you have Aries, Pisces, Scorpio. They could have those in their chart. These could be your friends, or like hooking you up with those people. They could have it in personal signs and planets, packed houses. Again, you could have those in your chart too. But you're really going to decide whether or not you want to go forth with some of these people. And I don't see it. I don't see it. Someone wants to be like, why? Or clarify why. 6 of Swords, because they are like someone from the past potentially, or they would hold you back. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. You got a better wish fulfillment, and 4 of Wands. This person doesn't have a leg to stand on, or people are trying to 3 of Swords get in the way of some sort of like relationship trying to work here. And 2 of Cups. It doesn't, my love. So again, take what resonates with you here. 10 of Cups. There will be something better though. A family member might be hooking you up with someone instead of your friends. Or you might be having a family or getting pregnant soon. Congratulations. Woo! Someone might be using you for sex, love, money. Don't get played, gamer. And this person silently judges you because they're not happy with their life. Boo. Cool. We clarified that. Oh my gosh. We forgot to shuffle out this deck. 1 card for Virgos. Here it goes. Y'all are quiet. Are you still there? Leave a message. Press 1. Maybe someone's trying to leave you a message. That's too many. 1 card, please, for Virgos. Whatever. They said 2. You get 2. Congratulations. Love endures and demonstrate love. So if you want to receive love, demonstrate love. Love endures all. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation here. Yeah. And then we have find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Yeah, there's something about your community and connections. White ponies and squirrels, as well as like lions, could be significant. You see the Leo, your ship could be coming in during Leo season, since this was the card that fell out overall. Let's see what's going on. Whoa. With your sexual energies. Y'all having secretive sex because that was the last card on the table? Yeah, you are. Neptune. Yeah, you are. Secret fantasies, dreams. Some of you might be escaping with sex, or there could be some sort of confusion around sexuality, gender, everything like that. Sextile. There could be a nice harmonious flow going on right now. Inspiration, cooperation, feeling encouraged. Maybe put yourself out there. Ooh, semi-square. For some of you, needing to sexually express yourself with small attentions, and 2nd house, Taurus and Pisces. So a lot of you are really trying to explore a little bit around like your values, money, sexual possessions, relationship skills, your sensual values, your tangible items with the 2nd house energy here. You might be having some sexual dreams. You get a Pisces in your chart, Taurus in your chart, a pack 2nd house here, or even these energies could be coming towards you. Some of you could be feeling frustrated with a Pisces here overall as well. See what's going on. Neptune, let's clarify this. Sexual energies, Hierophant, Taurus, cute. Y'all getting married? Some of you might be saving yourself maybe for marriage here, or trying to get on the same spiritual plane. Okay, page, but like plane. Maybe you knew this person in the past life here. Knight of Ecstasy in the reverse. It's Pisces energy. They might escape a little bit, or live in a fantasy land. Like they want to date you. They act like they're very stable and grounded, but then they're almost like maybe afraid to tell you that they like you, or like reach out to you. Yeah, 8 of desires, but they will. They're gathering up the courage, this person here. They're trying to be secretive about it. It's really cute, but there's a lot of sexual energy and a lot of opportunities that are coming in. People are going to be finding you attractive. For those of you that are in a committed marriage or partners or partnerships, for some of you, you need to commit more to your date nights. You need to get out there. Some of you go to a sex store for a date night here. That's showing up because I see you wanted to like rekindle, spice it up kind of energies. This has been delayed, yeah, for too long. Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy, Ace of Ecstasies, Aries energy, Emperor, and you might be like, I want animalistic sex and dom me, and maybe need to get some shit. You could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aries too, but like this is trying to not hide your true sexuality, especially if you are a Pisces or you have a packed 12th house or a lot of mutable energy in your birth chart, which you do, Virgo. You're a mutable sign. And what comes out? The moon. Moon is about hidden. It's in the reverse here. 3 of ecstasy. What? Who desires? Interesting. So, those of you that are in committed relationships, you're monogamous, you're married, whatever, someone fucked around, it's a sexual secret, a third-party situation that went wrong, or maybe you tried a threesome and you're like, this is not what I wanted here, or maybe you felt pressured. There could be some sort of lie or cover-up about this, or someone trying to manipulate you to maybe have a threesome or explore this more, or bring in a third, be that a dom, be that a, could be something about pet play, but what is that called? A cuck. And you just don't see it going well. You try it and you don't like it. And this is something where some of you just really want to be monogamous, or you just need that intellectual intimacy, but you're really in your head here, Virgos. And it's almost like you're telling them they should have known better. Hang on. Don't shame your partner here. It's also about you telling them these things too and being like, I want monogamy. So really figure out what you want with your sexuality is what I feel like telling you, and asking your partners, or spouse about this, because it may or may not feel like it's in reach for you. For others of you, you're going out on dates. There's some sparks, flirting. A lot of you just needing to stay open-minded with some connections. Tell me about semi-square. What are these tensions about? 9 of seductions, anxieties, performance anxiety, depression, mental health symptoms getting in the way of sex negative thoughts, traumatic experiences. Yeah, 10 of desires. Someone could be having some sexually traumatic dreams, reliving trauma. Page of desires. This could have happened in childhood. 6 of desires, or even as an adult and somebody did something that was a sex scandal revealed in the public eye, sexual harassment. We already talked about these energies, and your consent was maybe broken. 7 desires, you were spiritually protected to move forward with someone else or something different here, Virgos. 7, that portal energy could be very significant for you. You got the Chariot. So don't close up your heart, especially if you've been fucked around or someone fucked around and you found out, because you have a lot of chaotic energies in this reading here. I'm not going to lie to you, Virgos. This is not an easy read. Yeah, King of Desires. You're moving on and forward. It's someone better who actually respects you, loves you. And again, that could be during Cancer season here during this time. 10 of Seduction. Some of you need to heal past wounds from your relationships, especially sexual shame here. Leo here. There could be a Leo in your life. Leo season, compliments. You could be flirting in public. Someone giving you some back massages, loving on you, like a heart-to-heart connection. Like they got some courage. Libra. Ooh, interesting. Maybe multiple people. Someone loves to flirt, and you're going to have some sort of emotional spark here, or they might want to wine and dine you, or you might like that too. Those placements could be in your chart. Let's shuffle out Spirit says. Most important messages, please. Thank you. Protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy. Whole entire reading, Virgo. You know what you got to do, okay? We talked about it. I'm not going to repeat it. There's so much. Watch the beginning. Creation. Now's the time to create. You have untapped creative potential. guides, your spiritual team is with you and will show you multiple miracles taking place. Very beautiful. Instant manifestation popping back out. You have the power to manifest all the successes in your life. So be mindful of what you're co-creating. Victorious, you're on the right path. Everything is working out in your favor. Success is the only outcome. You got 2 more. Reiki. Some of you need to cleanse your chakras, clear your chakras. We talked about the root, the solar plexus, the sacral, the throat chakra. You need to cleanse, 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 heal, heal, heal. Work on your chakras now at this time, Virgos. And spiritual test here. Saturn, karma, blessings, and lessons. You're learning lessons, closing out cycles. Your prayers have been heard. You're moving on to next level of blessings. Positive. We talked about affirmations. Speak what you want into existence. Raise your vibrations. Use mantras and quotes. Claircognizance. Yes, you are a divine channel. You're getting a lot of psychic hits, premonitions, precognitions, knowing things before they happen, and rediscovery. Rediscover your life's purpose. Connect with your higher self and what you're meant to do in this lifetime. Okay? Virgos, this read was all over. I'm glad some of the energies turned around. Please be gentle on yourself. Please take care of yourself. Please be mindful of the things that you are telling yourself during this time, the thoughts that are coming in your head, the things that you are feeding your mind, your body, your soul. Now is the time to be cleansing, 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 cleansing. And if you don't know what I mean by that, rewatch the reading, okay? There's so much on so many different levels that we discussed here. So Virgos, thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, your support, your donations, your patience. I love all of you. If you are new, make sure to smash the subscribe button, boo. 5,000 of you are unique viewers. I would love to talk to more of you in the chat during these lives. Send this to your Virgo friend. Send this if you're watching this and you're like, holy crap, I got a Virgo bestie who's going through it. They would resonate with this. Okay. And make sure to come back tomorrow, hang out with me, 10 a.m. CST. I have got Saturn, all 12 signs, astrology, and psychic tarot messages for all of you, Shameless Squad Boo. But Virgos, I'm praying over you. I love you. I'm sending you lots of healing energies as you move through whatever the fuck this is, baby. So I love you. And as always, stay tuned for more. Stay